Okay, let's do this. Let's explore the Forbidden West Wing. Ooh, my God, looks at the back. It's like you open the door, it's all nice in here, and then you open it, it's like, oh my God, what the fuck? Big tree damage.
This is strangely beautiful.
Really? Strangely beautiful. So poetic. I think she needs a lot of money now to fix this place. Okay, let's go down here to the creepy rooms. Let's go in here. Let me pick this up here. No? Do I need to get anything? Alright, we'll get something here.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
Very grim stuff. Let's go to her mother's room. Phew. Looks very gothic.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of De Mornay obligations. Free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
Well, I guess you can get the sense that Amelia wanted excitement in her life and not the aristocratic, stuffy, De Mornay family life. And Richard Croft was going to give her this exciting, weird, let's go on an adventure and find shit. So I know it's kind of a cliche when you think about like British aristocratic families, but the histories of families that are on the islands here like are basically typically like that. So like and I think back in my family history tree we have some sort of traumatic family events like that, which is kind of interesting to find out when you dive into the past. Let's go and have a look here.
My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost remember her.
I think so old as well. It's like 1800s kind of old. Yeah, I like how they have pills here. Like there's pills there. Was she like depressed or something?
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful.
This picture of Laura's mom looks really weird.
There's a date. October something. Damn, the number is faded.
Yeah, this is a clue now to the safe, so you have to figure out the number.
Their anniversary was in October. But which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday.
So I think was
Pretty
it?
sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
I think it was like 2 days off her birthday or something, because I remember it says it and it said it in the diary. Because you have to read back on the diary, it'll say it. Other thing. Oh, here's a.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
Let's
At least
see.
that old thing still works. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous a Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
Okay, in a creepy way. Well, I'm only joking. It's kind of interesting when you think about it.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
It'd be so cool if I had a autograph bust and put it in my room. It'd be so awesome.
After
I
everything...
think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
Atlas has done. How could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
Well, away from this creepy room. So creepy. Ah!
Okay, Laura, keep it together. You'll start
I'm seeing a ghost right here. A ghost. The ghost of Christmas past.
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
Okay, let's... Oh, before we go in there, I'm going to have a look in here.
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get when pushed into a corner. Let's just say they won't be bothering her again. But I do think their words have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls. And having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to them. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston.
Okay, let's go in here.
Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
Scary.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue, written in jumbled words from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen, where the heat of a candle revealed a message written in lemon juice. I followed each step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist. Love can and will endure.
It's all about love.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
So depressing. It'd be so cool if she could just like jam a piano tune on here. Start playing Piano Man. Play us a song, the Piano Man. Play us a song tonight. Okay,
Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
yeah, this is a clue to what, another clue that you have to figure out for the paintings. First I want to go in here. Let's take a look.
Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small.
Oh, so funny picking up all these little items. I'm just gonna think out.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young.
I think there's yeah, there's notes up here.
This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened with that.
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but all is well. She's a healthy, beautiful baby. I've never seen Richard so happy. I'm sure he'll be celebrating with his favorite whiskey tonight. It's calm and peaceful now. Just the gentle sound of the rain and the small, sleeping breaths of this new life I hold in my arms. Lara Croft, my darling daughter. It's hard to put into words this feeling I have. We share a connection, something I never expected. A love so powerful and pure. Someday you'll feel it too. No matter where you go or where you find your place in this world, we will always have this connection.
So, she was born into drama. Yeah, we have to go and check out these paintings.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
So you see, it says blocks of red, like in bold writing, just to make it out.
To study to open that safe.
So there you go, there it is, blocks of red. So you have to count the blocks of red, so it's 4 in that picture. 4 blocks of red. Nice. Okay, I think that's everything here in this creepy
I'm
place.
glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
I find with Croft Manor that it's very it's very small place, like the running around. Let's go open this and see what's in here.
The Croft family crest.
But it would be interesting to know what way they will expand on this area. Maybe in the new game we'll probably see more to the manor house. But it's a nice it's nice that they added this in, because this is the thing that makes Tomb Raider, well, the old Tomb Raiders, it was the Croft Manor house where you could just jump around and explore before you go off on an adventure, which is nice. So let's go here to the safe.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
Okay, I'm gonna end the video here, and when we get back we're gonna open the safe and figure out the rest.